What your itch is trying to tell you. Surprising health. Warnings you shouldn't ignore. Have you ever had an itch that made you pause and wonder, what is my body trying to tell me? As we age, our bodies speak to us in subtle ways through aches, fatigue, and even something as simple as an itch. Most of the time, we brush it off as dry skin or a minor irritation. But what if that itch is more than just a passing nuisance? The truth is, where you feel persistent, itchiness could reveal far more than you think. In fact, certain areas of chronic itching, especially in older adults, have been linked to serious underlying health concerns. Yes, you read that right. Something as small as an itch could be your body waving a red flag, warning you to pay closer attention. In this video, we're diving into 4 specific areas on the body where itchiness in older adults could signal deeper health issues. And these aren't just guesses or old wives' tales, they're based on real patterns observed by doctors and researchers who specialize in aging and longevity. Each of these itchy spots has a story to tell about your circulation, your organs, your nerves, and even your nutrition. By the end of this video, you'll know how to recognize these warning signs and, more importantly, what steps to take to stay ahead of them. So don't just brush it off. Stick with us until the end, because understanding your body's signals could not only add years to your life, but help you live those years with more strength, clarity, and peace of mind. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. Let's dive in. 1. Persistent itchiness on the lower legs. One of the most overlooked but telling signs of an underlying issue is a constant itch on the lower legs. At first, it might seem like nothing, just dry skin, right? But if your calves, shins, or ankles feel persistently itchy without a rash or visible irritation, it's worth a second look. Doctors have found that older adults who frequently scratch their lower legs may actually be experiencing poor circulation, specifically a condition called peripheral artery disease, PAD. PAD happens when blood flow to the lower limbs is restricted, causing the skin to become dry, sensitive, and increasingly itchy. To understand why this matters, let's compare 2 men, Harold and Dennis, both in their early 80s. Harold stays active, taking short walks each morning. He keeps an eye on his legs and feet, and so far, everything seems fine. Dennis, on the other hand, has been moving less. He sits for long stretches, feels more tired than usual, and has noticed a persistent itch creeping up his legs, mostly at night or after long periods of sitting. Dennis assumes it's just dry skin and applies lotion, but it doesn't really help. What he doesn't realize is that his body is trying to tell him something. That itch could be a warning sign that his blood isn't reaching his lower legs as efficiently as it used to. When circulation slows, not only does the skin dry out, but the muscles and tissues in the legs weaken over time. This can put added strain on the heart and increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. Think of your legs as your second heart. They help pump blood back up to the rest of your body. When they struggle, your whole system suffers. What you can do about it? The good news? This kind of itchiness can be managed and even reversed if caught early. Get moving. Short, daily walks and light leg exercises can improve circulation. Elevate your legs. This helps reduce swelling and improves blood flow. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can worsen circulation problems. Wear compression socks. These can help boost circulation in your lower limbs. Reduce salty foods. Too much salt can lead to fluid retention, making circulation issues worse. If you've noticed a persistent lower leg itch that won't go away, especially without a rash, don't ignore it. Your body may be trying to get your attention in the only way it knows how. 2. Unexplained. Itching on the upper or mid-back. An itch in the middle of your back is annoying, But what if it's trying to send you an important message? Many older adults experience persistent itchiness on their upper or mid-back, often dismissing it as dry skin or irritation from clothing. But here's what most people don't realize. One of the lesser-known but serious causes of back itchiness is an issue with the liver or kidneys. These two vital organs are responsible for filtering toxins from your body and keeping things in balance. When they start struggling, waste products can build up in the bloodstream, irritating the skin and causing persistent itchiness, especially in hard-to-reach areas like the upper back. Stay tuned. Up next, we'll dive deeper into how itching in different body areas can reveal even more hidden health warnings. Ever had an itch that just wouldn't go away? One that made you wonder, what is my body really trying to say? Take Dorothy and Janice, both 76 years old. Dorothy is in great shape. She stays hydrated, gets regular checkups, and has always had smooth, healthy skin. On the other hand, Janice has been feeling more fatigued lately, noticed some swelling in her ankles, and started scratching her back more often, especially at night. She thought it was just dry skin or maybe a detergent issue, so she changed her laundry soap and moisturized more regularly, but nothing worked. What Janice doesn't realize is that this persistent itch could be a sign that something deeper is going on with her body. Perhaps her kidneys are under strain, or her liver isn't processing toxins as effectively as it once did. When these vital organs aren't working properly, it can affect more than just your skin. It can impact your digestion, sleep, energy levels, and mental clarity. The key here is that itching caused by liver or kidney issues tends to be persistent, doesn't respond to usual remedies, and often appears without a visible rash. It's also more likely to occur at night, making sleep harder and leaving you feeling more drained. And while it might seem like a small annoyance, chronic itching linked to these organ issues has been tied to a shorter lifespan in older adults. But here's the thing, it's not the itching itself that's dangerous, it's the underlying imbalance that could be quietly getting worse. Now don't panic, this is simply a reminder to check in with your body. A simple blood test can help determine how well your liver and kidneys are functioning. Here are a few tips to ease the strain on these organs. Stay hydrated. Eat a diet low in processed foods. Limit alcohol intake and watch your salt levels. If you're on multiple medications, it's a good idea to check with your doctor about how they may be affecting your liver and kidneys. So the next time your back itches for no apparent reason, pause and listen. Your skin might be trying to tell you that something inside is off balance. 3. Persistent itching on the scalp or neck. Now, let's talk about itching in a spot that's easy to miss, the scalp or neck. For many older adults, persistent itching on the scalp or back of the neck is often brushed off as something minor. Dry skin, maybe a reaction to shampoo, or just part of getting older. But here's the thing, there might be more going on beneath the surface. For some seniors, this kind of itch isn't just about skin. It could be a physical sign of stress, inflammation, or even changes in the nervous system that are affecting both physical and mental health. The nerves around the scalp and neck are some of the most sensitive in the body, and they're often the first to react when we're under emotional or neurological strain. Let's look at two men, Leonard and Ray, both in their late 70s. Leonard is social, spends time in his garden, and practices light meditation in the evenings. He's always had a relaxed, easygoing demeanor. Ray, on the other hand, has been struggling with retirement. He feels restless at night, spends a lot of time indoors, and has been carrying stress without realizing it. Lately, Ray has been scratching his head more often, first just in the evenings, then throughout the day. There's no rash, no flakes, just an itch that won't go away. He tried switching shampoos and even bought a new pillowcase, but nothing helped. What Ray doesn't know is that his itch is likely a physical manifestation of emotional stress and nervous system fatigue. As we age, our bodies don't handle stress as efficiently. Instead of calming down after a stressful moment, we tend to stay in a constant low-grade state of alert, which keeps cortisol levels high and suppresses immune function. That ongoing tension often shows up in sensitive nerve endings like those around the scalp and neck. Chronic itching in this area has even been linked to conditions like neuropathy and early signs of cognitive decline. But don't worry, it's not always a serious condition. However, it shouldn't be ignored. Here's the good news. There are things you can do to calm your nervous system and ease that itch. Simple things like breathing exercises, spending time outdoors, reconnecting with friends. Even just journaling your thoughts before bed can help your body reset. For Ray, when he started making small changes, like going for a short walk in the morning, turning off the news after dinner, and calling his brother weekly, he noticed the itching started to fade. It didn't happen overnight, but gradually, as his stress lessened, his body began to calm down. If you've been dealing with an itch on your scalp or neck that won't go away, and you've ruled out skin conditions or allergies, it might be time to take a closer look at how you've really been feeling, physically and emotionally. Your body doesn't just react to what you put on the outside, it responds to what you carry on the inside. And sometimes that persistent little itch isn't just a skin issue, it's your nervous system's way of tapping you on the shoulder, asking for attention. 4. Ongoing itching around the chest or abdomen. When people think of declining health, they often picture shortness of breath, dizziness, or memory issues. But did you know that your chest and abdomen can also reveal important clues about your well-being? If you've been experiencing persistent itchiness across your torso, especially around the chest or belly, without any clear cause, it could be more than just a skin issue. This kind of itching is often a red flag for nutritional deficiencies or problems with nutrient absorption. Over time, these deficiencies can silently weaken your body's strength, immune defenses, and ability to repair itself. Let's look at Joyce and Elaine, both 81 years old. Joyce still enjoys preparing her own meals, making sure her plates are colorful with fruits, greens, and protein. She doesn't eat as much as she used to, but she ensures her meals are packed with nutrients. Elaine, however, has slowly lost interest in food. She skips meals, grabs whatever is easiest, like crackers or canned soup, and feels full quickly. Over time, she started noticing that her chest and belly felt itchy, especially in the evenings. Sometimes her skin even felt tender or dry. She assumed it was just sensitive skin, so she switched body washes, but nothing helped. What Elaine didn't realize is that as we age, our digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing key nutrients, especially vitamin B12, essential fatty acids, and minerals like zinc and magnesium. When the body doesn't get enough of these, skin dries out, nerve signals become erratic, and the immune system weakens. The torso, rich in nerve endings and blood vessels, becomes irritated and itchy. But more importantly, these deficiencies affect muscle strength, energy levels, and even brain function. The biggest danger of malnutrition in older adults is that it doesn't always show in weight loss. You might look the same on the outside, but your body could be starving for the nutrients it needs to function properly. That's why persistent itching in the chest or belly can be more than just an annoyance. It can be an early warning sign that your body is running low on the fuel it needs to stay strong. The good news, this is one of the easiest problems to fix. Improving your nutrition doesn't require drastic changes. Simple additions like a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, some fresh berries, a quality multivitamin can work wonders over time. So if you've been noticing itchiness in your chest or belly and haven't been eating as well as you used to, consider this a gentle reminder to nourish your body, not just for comfort, but for long-term health. Final thoughts. Now that we've explored 4 specific itchy spots that could signal deeper health concerns, take a quiet moment to reflect. Have you noticed any of these signs lately? An occasional itch might seem insignificant, but as we've seen, it can be a whisper from your body, hinting at something more. From poor circulation in the legs to liver or kidney strain, from stress affecting the scalp to nutrient deficiencies causing itching on the chest and abdomen, your body is always trying to communicate with you. It doesn't shout, it whispers, and those whispers often come through your skin. But here's the empowering part. None of these signs mean your fate is sealed. Each one is an invitation, a chance to check in, slow down, and give your body what it needs before a small warning becomes a bigger problem. You can walk a little more. You can eat a little better. You can rest a little deeper. You can reconnect with yourself and with others. If even one of these signs felt familiar today, don't ignore it. Start with one small change, and if none of them resonated with you, that's even better. Now you know what to watch for and what to do if things start to shift. Because the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better, with clarity, independence, and joy. So, listen to your body's early signals, even the ones that itch. It's one of the smartest ways to take care of yourself. What stood out to you the most today? Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned, or how you plan to use this information in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, and reading your comments motivates and inspires us to keep creating content that helps you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue making content that informs and empowers you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Sparkles.